You know what the Fox says? They say that they almost recasted The Simpsons.
Oh, we're talking about Fox.
Yeah, Fox Entertainment.
Okay, I get you.
Yes, sir.
So they almost
recasted Simpsons, like their main cast. Every single one.
Why? Like when?
So the article is kind of weird because I read something about how this was back in like 1999, but it also says something about, it says ahead of the show's 10th season. So I guess I'll just read some of the article, and maybe I just made up that 1999 part.
Maybe we should start reading our articles before.
Well, I do read them. It's just that there's so much to write down that it's just easier to look at the article.
I don't read them. I skim them. So I essentially read them. I'm just like skimming through them.
Yeah, I go down and read them. It's just that like some things is just sometimes it's just easier to actually look at the article.
But then again, we wouldn't have had that great conversation about that writer being an idiot if.
That is true. So, ahead of the show's 10th season, The Simpsons was almost forced to recast its stars. Contract disputes nearly derailed the show at the peak of its popularity. If not for both sides being able to come to an agreement, the series would have changed completely. While The Simpsons has a deep well of regular cast members, the stars of the show are... Well, I won't say who those people are, just because... I mean, they're important to the story, obviously, but I just want to get on to the article. I thought I skipped that part, but apparently I didn't.
I feel it.
Those six provided the voices of the majority of the show's regular characters and have given the series a strong consistency, even as the decades have seen changes in writers, showrunners, and comedy style. Despite ever-evolving writing staff bringing new perspectives to Springfield, the cast has remained a bedrock for the franchise. Aha! I didn't make it up! In 1999, ahead of season 10, which is weird because I must have... They're on season like 30 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just thought of it wrong.
So about a third way through there, just like, let's recast.
Yeah, I think for some reason, like, I read on Disney Plus, like, because they always show Simpsons as one of, like, the tags or whatever, like, the main things. I thought I read season 11. I'm like, wait, were they on season 30 or something?
I think they're on, like, 33 or 30.
Somewhere in the 30s. Yeah, so I just thought of it wrong.
Oh, did we just synchronize?
Yeah! All right!
High five.
Okay, so... Ahead of season 10, the cast found themselves in a contract dispute with Fox. At the time, each member of the main cast was paid $30,000 per episode. So you remember that article where I was talking about how Jujutsu Kaisen's cast was severely underpaid? Yeah, they were severely underpaid.
How much were they paid compared to that?
The cast of Jujutsu Kaisen for the movie was $150 to $600 for the whole movie. Yeah.
Those guys weren't paid $30,000?
No. So the Simpsons cast, they were getting paid $30,000 per episode. So every episode they were recording for was $30,000.
Split between the cast. Right? Or each one was getting that. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's way more than a freaking $150.
No. That's each member. Each member of the main cast was paid $30,000 per episode.
An episode?
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
They're sitting pretty, dude.
Yeah. Considering the massive critical and commercial success the series was already enjoying, they demanded a higher salary, $125,000 per episode. As reported on by The Age, which I'm guessing is some sort of news company,
$125,000.
the dispute reached a point where the cast threatened to strike. Fox in turn hired casting directors across the United States to search for potential replacements if the performers wouldn't budge on their pay rates.
Dude. So let's just say there's 15 episodes, which I think there's more. A season of Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of them were paid $450,000. And they're bitching about wanting $125,000.
Per year?
Yeah. Because, I mean, they release one season a year, right? So you imagine that they did those episodes within the year, right?
So, wait. So, Actually, I guess I couldn't tell you how much they made, or like per season, technically speaking. We would have to look it up real quick.
We would have to look up the episodes.
Yeah.
But I just did it on them having 15 episodes, and that'd be almost $500,000. You telling me you can't live off that?
But yeah, basically, essentially, this is what happened back in 1999 when the show was at its peak, basically. And because of this, the show itself was almost derailed, and Fox was basically like, okay, yeah, so let's just go and find other people instead. But that didn't end up happening. And Fox ended up caving and gave him the $125,000.
So these are
because the cast just would not budge.
I mean, I'm all for people making money because I bet you The Simpsons makes a bunch.
Yeah,
of
well,
money.
I think what ended up happening is like $30,000 when, like, at the time, well, I mean, even today is a lot, like per episode.
That's how much they would be making a season.
Holy crap!
So let's say 15. That's only 15 episodes that I predicted. So they're almost making $2 million per season of Simpsons.
Yeah, so I'm guessing because The Simpsons was so huge and they were getting a lot of money because of like merchandise and stuff like that, like they just felt like they could be paid more.
You know, at first when you were reading this, I was like, wow. Like, but I was more thinking about how underpaid everybody else is and how selfish they're being. But now that I'm thinking about it, if you're doing such a good voice acting, and the show is obviously doing well, because a show with bad voice acting I don't think would do well. That's
usually
just my personal opinion. Then I guess, yeah, you should be rewarded with more money, shouldn't you? I mean, the merchandise sales and stuff are all because not only is the like content of the show good, but obviously your voice is making it good too.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, even like, especially after 10 seasons, I think like after 2, you are pretty much that character. It's kind of hard to replace you.
Yeah. And they went on, obviously, 23 more seasons or so.
Yeah. And animation today, like, in my opinion, is just in a dark time. It's not good. Because, like, we have the...
my friend, you should watch Cartoon Network. I even read an article about how bad Cartoon Network is now.
Really? Yeah, well, we have things like Jujutsu Kaisen cast not getting paid enough. Voice actors in general just not getting paid enough. We have the Oscars basically saying, oh yeah, animation's just for kids, when it's clearly not. And I read something about Netflix or some company not giving credit to animators now. Like, I think it was Green Eggs and Ham, a TV show on Netflix, I believe. They were basically not credited for their animation.
How is that even possible?
Well, they just said the animation company. Like, the animation was done by the animation company, which isn't good because that credit is proof that you were a part of the animation. So it's like I don't even know like how that part of the industry works or anything. I don't know if you can like add that piece to your portfolio that you animated. But like I feel like without that credit, it's really bad because companies could just go like, oh, yeah, so it looks like you weren't credited for that animation. Did you actually do that animation?
Yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. That would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck a lot.
It would suck a lot, yeah.
Oh, well, I believe I said enough on that. Did you say enough?
Yeah, I got that. I got that out of my system.
Well, help your fellow voice actors out. Let's petition and get them some more money.
Yeah, I think there's actually something called the Animation Guild you can go to on Twitter or something like that to help support like animators or something like that. Hey guys, Mark Wando here. On behalf of me and Mike Sensei, just want to say thanks for watching. We appreciate it. If you want to catch early news and early war sessions, be sure to check us out on Twitch every Friday night between 5 and 7. And remember, stay otaku.